first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The drive will start with an option going left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Fields now to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
First down, it's Fields. This caught left side by the tight end Parham.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Three yards remain for second down. Here's Fields.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can. You run under it, mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Bears 7, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is T.J. Logan to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. First carry for DeAndre Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 41.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Now an end around as Cousins will just pop this forward.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. To throw, Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Bilal Nichols coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Second and 4.
Here's a give running left. It's Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They run. This is Cohen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First down, a run with Cohen. Again, he finds an opening. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Bears 14. Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
2nd and 10.
Cousins.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for Detroit.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. One. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Tackles. Here we go.
On play action, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Williams brings it in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back to throw. Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
And some space here. And just shutting him off there. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Montgomery is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Bears 21, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Mike.
Here's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And able to find Allen Lazard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Cousins again. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Under 10, 10. Check safety, check safety.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now the point after try for Santos. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Next the score, Bears 28, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Kill.
They go play action. Cousins. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Complete to Alan Lazard. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. The Bears' 27-yard line.
Hey, watch the slant. 56. Yellow. Check 56.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Cousins on 1st down. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Again, it's Cousins. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. Now Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the 2nd half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the 2nd half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 65 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Who that? Who that? Mike's 50. Mike's 59. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to
Play fake. Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 20. To throw is Cousins. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Wide, get wide. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. Zoom. Check it. Check Mike 39.
On play action, Fields. He's got it to Williams. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey,
now a 1st down throw, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Big Dad. Come.
On 1st down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
There we go.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Cohen. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
3rd down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Check. Check out route. Rotate. Spell. Yo, you got motion man. You got motion man right there. Hey, check right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Santos with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Bears 42, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Keller. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Run.
59. Mike's 59. Stop your whining.
On play action, Cousins. This one taken in by Cephas. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
4 yards. Complete to Quintez Cephas. A gain of 10 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 45-yard line.
59. Mike the 59.
Black.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down.
58's Mike, 58's Mike.
Cousins now from the 50. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his third pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll throw again. Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Lions 7. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Bears 42. Lions 14. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Fields going to keep it once more. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
I'm here all day. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check Mike 39.
From the gun, here's Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, Fields. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll run on second down with Cohen.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Open man, Parham. He's got him.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Donald Parham.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Santos now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Bears 49, Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. With it on the return is Logan.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. And this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. With it on the return is Logan.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
77 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Cousins throw complete here on target to Tonyan.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I got you. Mike spot 9.
Here's Cousins.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. Cousins. That's caught by Kelly. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
We got double up.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Hopkins with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Check Mike 39. Hey, check mine.
On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Get your swarm on.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.